Hi, welcome to my channel. So this is a new series we are going to start for the microservices. So in this series, we are going to cover the what are the microservices and how we are going to use the microservices in the real-time applications, and what are the design patterns we are going to use it, and we are going to build the applications from the scratch. In this series, I'm going to build one e-commerce website in microservices pattern. Okay, so if you're going before starting the microservices, first we need to understand the architecture. So the application is usually developed in the two ways. One is a monolithic application, another one is the microservices applications. So initially the applications are developed in monolithic basis. Now the applications are developing in the microservices architecture basis. So first we need to understand what is the monolithic architecture. So if we develop any application by using the monolithic, what is the pros and cons we are going to face in the monolithic architecture. In this video, we are going to understand what is the monolithic architecture, what are the advantages and disadvantages. Next video, we are going to cover the what is microservices and why we need to choose the microservices instead of the monolithic. Okay, so now before explaining what is a monolithic architecture, first we'll see one e-commerce website. Okay, so now I'm going to open one e-commerce website like product. Okay, first let's understand this Flipkart is one of the application, right? Here we are going to have the multiple operations. Okay, so here we are able to see the all the product informations. Okay, you can see. So if you click the mobiles, you can able to see the all the mobile information. Okay, so all the mobile information means what are the mobiles are available to. Okay, so this is going to display the all mobile information. Okay, now we are going to have the one login functionality. Okay, so one purpose is it is going to show the available products to us. Okay, second purpose is we are going to, if you want to order anything in the Flipkart, we have to log into the application. So that is the second activity, that is the login activity. Okay, login functionality. So after you log in, then you are going to order, you are going to purchase some item. Okay, once you purchase the item, you have to make the payment. So you are going to make the payment means you are going to use either UPI or debit card or credit card, any payment mode we are going to use it. So here one application, it is going to have the multiple use cases. Okay, one application, it is going to have the multiple use cases, right? So these all functionalities we are going to develop as a single unit. Okay, if you develop all this functionality as a single unit, that we are going to call as a monolithic application. That means whatever the application currently we are seeing and whatever the operation the application itself it is going to have, that we are going to develop as a single unit. Okay, that we are going to call as a monolithic application. Okay, that's what is definition. You can see all component of applications are packaged together into a single unit. That means what we seen before in the Flipkart. So we have the multiple use cases. All use cases are developed as a single unit. So that we are going to call as a monolithic application. I hope now you understand what is monolithic application. Okay, so let me show you the diagram for you. Okay, so here you can see one example. So now we saw the one e-commerce website, right? Online shopping. So if you see the online shopping website, then you are going to have the user login. For login perspective, product catalog, so that will show the all the products and cart. Once you, if you want to buy the product, first you need to add that one into cart. And payment, so payment is like you are going to make the payment. That is a one more functionality. Order management, so this is going to maintain, I mean, some order management it is going to maintain. And admin panel, so now you are going to log in the Flipkart as a user. At the same time, admin also going to log into the application to do some operations, some admin activities for the person. So these are the different criteria, different functionalities. Okay, so these all functionalities are developed as a single unit. Okay, developed as a single unit. And the single unit we are going to deploy okay, as a var or jar, single var. Okay, so that run together, all the operations are run together. So that is the monolithic application. Okay, so once, if you develop the monolithic application, where we are going to, what is the main pros by developing the monolithic application? Like, first one is it is simplicity. So simplicity means if it is monolithic application is developing as a single unit, the development is very easy. So compared to the microservices. Okay, but where we are going to use it exactly? So if you want to develop any POC type of applications, like proof of concept, let's say an example. So you are building something newly. So you want to check whether that will be work or not. So for that purpose, you no need to completely build the application. First, you can build one POC, proof of concept, so that we can call as a monolithic. Okay, in that case, it will be work. Second point, it is easier to testing. Why? Because monolithic are apps are easy to test because everything runs together, right? So everything runs together means there is no external communication. Okay, whatever the functionalities, all are the in the single unit. That's why we can test each and every part in the single area. That's why it is easy. Performance performance also, monolithic application is speed compared to the microservice. Why? Because if you go to the microservices, if we are going to have the multiple services, each service need to communicate with the other services. In that case, we need to interact through the network. But in case of the monolithic, there is no network overhead. Everything as a function call. Like, let's say an example. Now we have, let's see. Now we have the user login, right? So user login. So once the user login, he is going to add product log and cart and payment. So these are the all the functions is available in a same application. So step by step, they are going to call the functions. Okay, in monolithic. But in microservices, they are going to make the REST calls. That will consume the more time. Okay, so now in later videos you will get more idea what is a network calls and how you are going to interact, but performance wise it is good. Okay, next. Okay, these are the pros. Then coming to the con, what is that? Scalability. Scalability means, now if you see, Flipkart is going to announce a big billion days or some, right? So in that case, the traffic will become very high. In that case, multiple users are going to log into the application. Now you want to scale the only login functionality. Okay, you want to scale the only login functionality, not for the remaining functionalities. Only some of the functionalities have the heavy traffic. Okay, if you have the multiple use cases here. So if multiple use cases, maybe some use cases only can have the high traffic. So in that case, you want to scale only particular use case, not entire system. Okay. That won't possible in the monolithic architecture. Why? Because everything is a single unit. If you want to scale it, you have to scale entire application. Okay, so single scalability is not possible. You have to completely scale the entire application. Okay, that will cost us, right? So that one. So next one is tightly coupling. Tightly coupling means everything is developed as a single unit. So if you want to perform any changes in a one unit, definitely there is a chance to affect on the other functionalities also. Okay, that's why it is the tightly coupling. Next point, deployment pain means any changes, let's say an example, you have the three use cases. You have around, now we have the five use cases, right? In the five use cases, like user login, payment and cart, right? In this use cases, you did only in payment section. And payment section means now currently in the initial stage, our application is going to support the UPI payments and credit card payments. In later, you are adding the one more payment mode card, other payment mode. Okay, now you have the UPI and debit card. Now you are going to introduce the credit card payment also. So if you want to introduce another one, okay, that is going to applicable to the changes in the payment functionality. Okay, this is going to applicable into the payment functionality. So you did, I mean, some changes happen. Now if you want to deploy this particular change again, you have to rebuild the entire application and deploy it again. Okay, that means entire application is going to deploy. Okay, growth struggles app. Next one is growth struggle means as app grows it becomes hard to manage and understand. Like if you are adding the all the functionalities in the single unit, that will become the more clumsy and understanding. I mean, we cannot understand that much easy also. Okay, so now this is the diagram you can see. Now this is the one e-com website, right? So you can see the user login. User login is the one functionality, product catalog is one functionality, shopping cart is one functionality, payment is one functionality, order management is one, and admin portal is one. So these are the around 6 use cases are developed as a single unit and build it and run as a single one. So that we are going to call as a monolithic application. I hope you understand the monolithic application. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the microservices. So why we need to choose the microservices architecture instead of the monolithic. Okay, monolithic is only suitable to small scale applications. Large scale applications, it is not good, not the good choice. If you are working with a single small scale application, then monolithic is the good approach. If you are preparing any POC type of application, monolithic is a good factor. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to cover with the microservice architecture and what is the pros and cons also. Okay,